Hey Taurus, welcome to your first half of September reading. I am bringing you a general reading for the collective of Taurus Sun and Rising. It may not resonate with everyone, so just take what speaks to you, leave the rest, and you can also be a cross watcher and watch the readings for your divine counterpart Sun or Rising. Sometimes good information comes through that way. Also, feel free to join us in the Priestess Lounge. There's a link below every video that takes you straight to that private Facebook group that is associated with this channel. It is not a tarot group per se. It is just a lovely group of people, and we're all walking the spiritual path together. It's an open standing invitation. Click the link. It'll take you there. There are 2 questions you do need to answer. One is just agreeing to the policies, and the other is where are you on your spiritual, your twin flame soulmate connection. Answer those and you're in. Don't answer and I figure you're not interested, which is okay. Just extending the invitation. And also, don't forget, I launched on September 1st the monthly subscriptions for extendeds. Those links are below as well. The special offer for $11 a month per monthly subscription ends on September 11th, my birthday. And then on the 12th, that offer expires and the price goes up. So click on any of the links below that take you to the monthly subscription so you can read about it. I don't want to take up too much time here, but it's a real steal if you are at all interested in the extended readings. Also, they're categorized by element. So earth signs, air signs, water signs, fire signs. You're an earth sign, so you might want to click that link and take a look at that. Okay, pulling 2 cards for you, Taurus, from Wisdom of the Oracle. One for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. I'm going to separate this by 3s. I've been pulling a lot of the same cards lately. Driving me a little nuts when that happens, but it must be a message that's coming through for a lot of other people. Divine Masculine, leg up, and Feminine, between worlds. Leg up for the masculine, card 34, 3 and 4 is 7. So that's like, you're getting a leg up from spirit here, connected to your higher self, your spiritual team, receiving an assist, getting a leg up. Literally means like, you grab someone's foot and hoist them over the horse. Well, this little teeny polar bear crawls on its mommy's back, or daddy as it would be. So it just feels as if you're getting an assist here, masculine. Feminine gets card number 3. Very co-creative as well, between worlds. See how you're moving from shades of gray into technicolor. You're between those worlds. It's almost as if you're not quite out of the gray zone, but you're not yet fully into your technicolor world. It's just, you're just sort of hovering between the two. That can be difficult. It can be unsettling. So as I've told other signs, September, Virgo season, is one where we have a lot of planets in retrograde. So it's asking us to kind of pull back and sort of reevaluate, reassess, realign to our path, and not to be so action forward. So Taurus, if you are here as the feminine, it might behoove you to sort of just not, don't push the river. You're between 2 worlds for a reason. Practice that Empress energy that is part of your nature, which is to be more allowing. Okay? All right, pulling 1 card just for the Taurians watching from Sacred Traveler. Let's see what messages want to come through for you. Just something to think about, contemplate, meditate on between readings. I do bring 2 readings per month, one in the first half, one in the second half. Staying focused, hold the course. Yeah, that kind of is exactly what I was feeling for the feminine. I'll say that much. If you focus your attention, it sort of does bring you into a little bit of a holding pattern. A little bit of just sort of getting very set on what it is you are trying to accomplish before you launch forward. So hold the course. Just keep things still. You're between these 2 worlds. If you're here as the feminine, I feel there's a strong message there for some of you. And if you're the masculine, a leg up. Yeah, take the assist. Hold the course. Stay focused. hold the course and allow in a little bit of assistance. Focus on areas where you can receive the extra guidance or help. That would be a good way to look at it. Okay, Taurus, let's see what's going on in your connection. Whew. Taurus, Sun and Rising, Twin Flame Soulmate messages coming through for Taurus, Sun and Rising. Okay. Wow. Masculine, Chariot, Cancerian energy, ready to move forward. We'll see what that looks like when I clarify. Feminine, see the moon, right? Uncertainty. Not like a lot of apprehension. That feels that between worlds, right? You're in no man's land. You're not really sure of what you're truly dealing with, and that will trigger a lot of insecurities. There is it does feel like one of you, the masculine, is pushing forward and the feminine is pulling back. So very interesting. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. That's just how you're showing up in the reading. It's just a card to give me a feeling of the temperature of the energy. Yeah, masculine in the past, 5 of Cups. There was some focus on regrets of the past, mistakes of the past. Right now, wow, Ace of Wands, brand new passion. Could be a project, could be something involving the masculine's creativity, but generally speaking in these readings, this comes through as either brand new passion or reigniting the torch of passion between these counterparts. If you've already been in connection, if this isn't a new relationship, wow. And then choosing the path, going forward, masculine choosing the path. 2 of Wands, yes, right? Sort of looking out on the horizon, sizing things up. Look at the globe in his hand. A world of possibilities is available to this masculine. All they have to do is choose. Feminine. Did I say already? Feel free to flip the energies around. So if I get through the whole reading and you're like, oh, that masculine side spoke to me, but I'm the feminine, fine. Storyline is more important than the labels we put on ourselves. Divine masculine and feminine are not gender-based. They are energies. We have both within. We're just usually operating from one of them more dominantly than the other at any given moment, and it can switch up. That's something a lot of people don't talk about. Oh, wow. Feminine, my goodness. Okay. So I want to say first that in the past, King of Cups, someone maybe wasn't good or comfortable, didn't have much ease with communicating their emotions. There was emotional availability, but not comfortable in the realm of expression. And I feel we're talking about a masculine, could be a water sign. I'm seeing Pisces, Cancer, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, more Pisces here. I'm feeling a lot of water in this reading. And I feel that's why the masculine has regrets about something that went on in the past. I'm not sure that they communicated fully. Right now, feminine is in High Priestess mode. There may be no communication here. This feminine may be operating fully on intuition, waiting for downloads, seeing the signs, the synchronicities. We've got 2 Pisces here, so this feminine could actually be a Pisces. I'm just letting you know that, or have a lot of Pisces in your chart. For some of you, that will speak to you. We've got these fears here and insecurities and uncertainty, and using one's intuition to sort of figure out what's really going on, because things feel like they're not quite clear. And yes, I'm back to the between worlds. This is absolutely between worlds. That High Priestess is between worlds. of all the cards in the tarot, which is why I named this channel Awakened Priestess, is so that we can, you know, consciously walk our paths, live our lives consciously, but connected at higher levels, higher dimensional levels. In the future, Knight of Cups, someone coming in with love. Very romantic card here. Knight of Cups usually has their heart on their sleeve, so it does feel like this masculine may come in with the reality of what went down here in the past. They're trying to reignite the torch of passion here, and I feel that they will choose the path and come toward the feminine, right? Because if we're looking at it, that's what's happening in the future. Masculine choosing the path, and then someone coming toward the feminine with love. So I love this. This looks good. Okay, so I'm optimistic already before I even clarify. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on with the Chariot, please. Chariot, what say you? Wanting to communicate about moving forward. And the Chariot is also a victory card. It's usually fast-moving energy. I feel that I'm feeling fast-moving energy both in action and word communicating. Trying to open up the channels of communication here. Yeah, all about your happiness. There's the Sun, Leo energy in the Sun card, but it's a card of happiness and joy and bliss. By the way, Taurus, your ruling planet Venus just moved into Leo. Got it? And that is all about ramping up our sense of joy, lightness of being. Our creative energies are on point. It's a great time to put your ideas out in the world, your creative ideas, whatever it is that you're working on that's part of your purpose. This is a perfect time, especially for Taurians, to do that. So this masculine's all ready to move forward. Lots of passion here. Something that they're happy about, brings them happiness, wanting to move forward, wanting to talk about that, wanting to be victorious. They're just feeling themselves right now. In the past, not so much. And you know how I know they're feeling themselves? Because, right? So when we've got the Chariot with the Eight of Wands and the Sun, and this is the present experience of the connection, okay? We've got someone who's ready to, you know, grab the brass ring and go for everything they've ever wanted. So that's a beautiful energy. Like I said, could be we're dealing with a water sign, could be a fire sign. Not seeing any earth yet. So it's a lot of passion and emotion here right now. Yeah. See regrets of the past over a third-party situation. Notice how this figure is staring down at 3 cups turned over, right? You get the idea that this is not a cause for celebration. This is where the regret exists. Whatever the third-party energy is, you know, it can be a myriad of things. It can be a person, of course, and that has been the case in a lot of the readings that I do, because that's the nature of the energies that tend to come through are those that are most dominant. You know, people dealing with third-party energies as a person. It can also be distance. It can also be work-related. It can also be a family member or friends. You know, some entity that comes in, a child that takes your eye off the prize, right? Here's that staying focused card. Sometimes we lose our focus and we give way to a third party, to an energy that pulls us away from what we're supposed to be focused on. We can regret that. Ace of Wands. Their present experience in this connection is a desire to ignite that torch of passion. Holy Hannah, what's going on here? Yeah, they're choosing the passion here. They are choosing All the passion they hold for this feminine. Wow, that was a moment. And let's see what other card flipped out. Yes, okay, so we have 2 twos, 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. They're doing some deep inner reflective work. They realize they're at a crossroads. The 2 of Swords can be crossroads energy, right? But it's swords, so it's mental, it's the realm of the mind, and it's about this masculine going within and getting really silent, understanding that the answers are within, about the path that they must choose. They have to choose a path. Right now, these cards are landing on that Ace of Wands, which is the ultimate of passion, a divine gift of passion. It's inspired passion. And they're interested in their happiness underneath the deck. When I pull from underneath the deck, it's just like outside of conscious awareness, bubbling up under the surface. You know, our subconscious really does motivate a lot of our behaviors. This masculine really wants to be happy, is really seeking some emotional, wish fulfillment, emotional contentment. And that's what's motivating their behavior to reflect on this and make that choice. Decide and choose the path. In the future, there it is again, 2 of Wands. Yep. Offering a message of love or apology. They may receive a message of love and I think it's them. I think this masculine, wow, I love this. 2 of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Fool. I just love that. It feels so good to me to see a masculine saying, yeah, I know what I want. I'm going to speak up for myself. I'm going to take that leap of faith. Aquarian energy in the Fool, just ready to just jump. You know, sometimes they say leap and the net will appear. And that's what I feel is going to be happening for this masculine in the future. The feminine will receive that. Beautiful energy. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Feminine is in, showing up as the moon. Kind of uncertain, apprehensive. Fears being triggered. Insecurities being triggered. Dealing with a King of Swords, someone who lives by their high ideals. King of Swords. Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, so for some of you that will be important. But the King of Swords is essentially not always warm and fuzzy. That's probably the problem here, because all the kings have extra swords. So this is swords on swords, and it feels as if this feminine may not know what this King of Swords really thinks or how they feel. Might know how they think, but won't know how they feel, because there's almost an absence of emotion, or at least an absence of any display of emotion. King of Swords, high vibration, truth, honesty, integrity, character. These are people that live by a code, of their, whatever their own ideals, values, morals are. One more on this. Wow, King and Queen of Swords. Look at that. So regardless of sign, the sign is not important. I feel like this feminine has insecurities around their partnership with this masculine. Probably have, right now the energy is coming through as the connection is very much in the mental realm. You are attracted to each other intellectually. Possibly the way you communicate is usually very good, or at least that to me seems, if I have a King and Queen of Cups, I know that they're real emotionally attached. If I have a King and Queen of Wands, I know they're really hot for one another. They've got a lot of physical chemistry. When I'm dealing with a King and Queen of Pentacles, very solid, stable life partners, building a life together. When I see the King and Queen of Swords, it's all about the attraction is your communication. Sometimes that comes through as wit. Sometimes it's just you're in the same field and you really, draw off each other intellectually in your field. But the strong suit of this connection is your communication and your intellect and your reasoning and your logic. That's the draw. And I'm feeling a feminine who's got some fear or apprehension around it, maybe because they're not getting their questions answered by the king, maybe because the king is just a little rough around the edges, not really showing what they feel. They are attracted. They do have feelings. They will choose the path and they will make their feelings known. But right now, it hasn't happened yet. So if you are here as a feminine, I don't care what sign you are, and you're hearing everything going on, like, yep, that's the person, that's the person, that's the person. Then now you're getting a sneak peek of what they're working through before they make their way to you. Okay? Stay focused. Hold the course. You're between two worlds, as I say to this feminine. And masculine is looking for a leg up, some sort of assist before taking that next step. Wow, King of Cups with a Queen of Wands in the past. That could be that third party. Yes, yes, definitely. Feminine, I feel that the feminine walked away. That there was obviously no emotional connection, or at least a masculine that didn't communicate their emotions, right? King of Swords, no emotion. Didn't have the emotional availability. They weren't emotionally available if they were involved with someone else, with a Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands has been coming through a lot of readings lately, guys, as that third party energy. Sometimes as a karmic, sometimes not. I hate that phrase, a karmic, but you know what I'm trying to say. Someone where the energy around the whole connection here is not a soul contract. It's just, drama, 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 and negative. But it comes into this masculine's life for a reason, so that they can learn certain lessons. And I feel this feminine walked away. Said, yeah, I'm out. No third party for me. And that's why this masculine is in, or was in, an energy of regret, right? Because they know they probably lost something that they wanted. This is a card of grief, regret, loss, sadness, mistakes made, and feeling the full weight of it. Right now, feminine is in High Priestess energy. You know what you need to know, or you're very keyed in to your higher self, your spiritual team, receiving downloads, signs, synchronicities. What others can't see or hear, you kind of pick up on all of it and use it to your highest good. And yeah, trying to intuit when the two of you will be in more co-creative energy. When, the Three of Pentacles, you, your divine counterpart in spirit, there's a co-creative force here to bring this connection into the here and now. And I feel as if the feminine is just flying purely and solely on intuition right now. Feeling insecure, feeling, triggered. This connection isn't taking shape. Isn't taking shape as they thought it would or desired it to. But they're coming back. This person is coming back. Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. The Knight of Wands, though, just so I want you to be careful, because the Knight of Wands often acts on impulse and therefore doesn't always have a plan and therefore doesn't always have the staying power. So be aware, because they'll come in very passionately, and I'm feeling that, because look what we got. We've got the Ace and the 2 over here, and on your side, feminine, we've got I know, right? So making up their mind, choosing to go for the passion, and there's that Ace in his hands. So buyer beware. If it comes in seemingly very focused on the chemistry, you might want to slow the roll. Okay, just saying. You know what I'm talking about. We're all grown-ups here. Moving forward in the future, though, we've got the Knight of Cups. So maybe this masculine is presently making their way in as a Knight of Wands, right? They're in that energy, and somehow something gets transmuted and they switch into Cups energy, which I like. Yes, brand new beginning. Oh my God, look at this. A new beginning, love and romance, endings, closing out an old chapter, dear Taurus, and entering a new cycle, a new beginning. I love it for you. Aquarius and Capricorn in the world. What a beautiful note. I don't even want to pull another card. I don't want to jinx myself. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Taurus. In the extended, the link is below. I'll be there in a second. I'm going to pull 3 cards. The first card is going to be, what's the situation you're really dealing with right now? What's the most important pressing thing? What's the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between you around that situation? And what can you either do about it, or what can you expect to come of it? And then I want to get a message to the feminine from this masculine. What are they trying to tell you? What do they want you to know? What have they not said but are trying to reach you somehow, like, you know, in 5D? What is the feminine's message to this masculine? Same energy. For you, Taurus, 1 card from your higher self, spirit, or the universe. Those come through often as advice, confirmation, sometimes a pep talk, and other times a warning. Something to be on the lookout for. And then the outcome position. What can you expect going forward in the whole connection, and in what time frame? If timing is a factor, it will show up there. I hope to see you there. I'll be there in a second. Otherwise, Taurus, have a wonderful, wonderful day, a good rest of your week, and I'll see you on a future reading. Bye.